Hey guys, welcome back to Matlock's Toy Room Reviews, and today I have another Marvel Universe figure. Of course, you can see this is the new Marvel Universe Galactus, which I've already reviewed, but this is the variant. The very large, you're not going to be able to see anything in the package. This is the variant, which I've heard is the Ultimate Galactus from the Ultimate Universe, but personally I've never read any of the Ultimate comics, so feel free to correct me if I'm wrong on that. It comes with a pretty awesome translucent Silver Surfer, which I was kind of excited to see that guy was different as well. Very awesome. Got your standard packaging here, same as the regular. I got this guy just shortly before Christmas off of Big Bad Toy Store. They had some free shipping going on. But that was about the only way I could find this guy. I went to my Toys R Us in the store and I looked through probably 20 cases of these guys, and there's 2 to a case, and every single one of them were just the standard Galactus. So let me know if you guys, anybody out there, found this variant in the store, because I'm just kind of curious. I know it was supposedly supposed to be in the store, but like I said, I looked through lots of boxes and just never found one. On the back you get this really awesome picture. Sorry, I gotta kind of pan out a little weird because this box is so massive. Very cool. It's got a bunch of different Marvel Universe figures battling. It's awesome. It's very cool. And of course this was released by Hasbro in 2010. So let's take a quick break and I'll get this massive guy out of the package. Alright guys, and we are back with Galactus. Kind of had to pan out a little bit because he's so tall. Hopefully you don't get a glare from the lights any more than normal. But of course you get the top secret file, just the same as the regular one. Which this one's actually really large, compared to my hand. It's just huge. And you also get a little thing that shows how to change the batteries, if you didn't know how to do that. And then, just like any of the other Marvel Universe figures, the older ones that come with the secret files, comes with a card with his picture. On the back says Superhuman Registration. Very cool. And then you just get the letter or whatever from the file. I thought it was kind of cool how it's extra large since it's Galactus. Thought that was kind of funny. But let's take a look at the Silver Surfer, which I thought was really cool. Really like the look of this guy. I've said it every time I review a translucent figure, and I'll say it again. I love translucent figures. Always have, even as a kid. Just always enjoyed them. Very awesome. This guy could probably pass as an Iceman if you wanted him to. He does have, the bald Silver Surfer head, but definitely could be an Iceman if you really wanted him to. Not bad. Very cool look. He's got kind of this bluish, kind of a bluish silver tint to him. Looks pretty awesome. And his board's translucent as well. Not quite as translucent as his body, but it's kind of frosted over looking. But very cool. And of course it has 2 pegs. And I just left this plastic insert that goes on it. Just kind of helps him stand on it a little better. I'll probably end up taking it off, but for right now I just left it on. Articulation on him, he has a pin jointed head, ball jointed shoulders, swivel at the upper bicep, single jointed elbow, and a swivel at the forearm or whatever. A pretty nice torso joint, goes up and down, side to side pretty well. No waist articulation, unfortunately. Just kind of the standard ball jointed hip, which is not really a full ball joint, just kind of pivots around on that little ball in there. Not very great. Double jointed knees and just a back and forward pivot in the foot. But a very cool figure. It even looks like I don't know how well that's going to pick up, but there's like gold on his eyes, which is kind of cool. These translucent figures never really show up very well with all the light and everything. They kind of just get blurred out and whatever, but on to Galactus. This guy, I definitely enjoy the look of him a lot more than the regular one. The regular one's just with the red and blue, which is nice. But you gotta love this purple and dark blue on this guy. It just really brings out the figure for me. The character just really comes to life with that paint on him. Looks awesome. Got the speaker. He does have the gimmick. If you guys haven't seen it, every single review on this guy.
Behold, the world-eating machine.
Just got a button on his chest. I'm not sure how many sayings he has. He has quite a few. And then he's got lights. His eyes light up. And then the little jewels in his hat light up. And of course this big piece back here on the back of his head light up too. The only thing is it's not real bright. Of course with all the lights it's not going to show up well. But I wish they still would have used the bigger light in there. It would have been nice. It would have shown up a lot better. If you guys can see just the detail on this guy look awesome. This looks really good. And of course this guy's about 19 inches tall. I'm not going to do a comparison in this video. I'm going to do another video coming up here in the next couple weeks so you guys can see different Galactuses. But I'm not going to compare him in this video, I'm just going to review this guy. Articulation, he has a nice ball jointed head, moves around pretty good. Ball jointed shoulders, swivel at the upper bicep, double jointed elbow, swivel at the top of the glove, and just kind of a pivoting hand. It goes, kind of rotates around on that ball. One kind of disappointing thing for me is the hands. They do have a nice sculpt on them, but I really wish they would have had articulation. Articulated fingers, especially for a figure this big, it's almost a necessity. You know, on the 6-inch figures and whatever, they can get away with not doing it, it's okay. But on a 19-inch figure, I think you almost have to do it. So that's my opinion. I'd like them to be able to articulate his hands and grab onto a character and hold him. I mean, I just think that's how it should be. He doesn't have any torso articulation, which is unfortunate, but it's because of his, you know, speaking mechanism or whatever. Which a lot of people don't like the gimmick, but for just being a talking gimmick and, you know, nothing hangs off the back or anything, there's no big buttons or giant missiles or anything, this kind of gimmick doesn't bother me at all. Not in the least bit. This is okay. I mean, they could have left it out and they could have put it on either way. It's not a big deal. I don't like the ones with the big giant switch on the back or whatever, but, you know, this doesn't take away from look or anything, so I have no personal problems with that. He does have a swivel in the waist, and his upper chest thing is removable. That's actually how you change the batteries. I think the battery's in the back. He has this kind of soft, call it a skirt, but whatever it is. He's got nice kind of ball jointed hips. They go back and forward pretty well. They go in and out a little bit, but of course his rubbery thing is going to get in the way. And they do kind of spin to the side too, which is nice. Double jointed knees, swivel at the top of the boot, and back and forward pivot at the boot. It's very cool. I would have liked to see a little more detail on the bottom of the feet, but you know, that's definitely a very minor complaint. Not even a complaint, just something that I notice. But very cool. Definitely got to pick this guy up if you can, you know, find them in the store or even online. I imagine that this variant, unless it's more common in other areas, I imagine this guy is going to be pretty expensive online later in, you know, a couple years or something. Because like I said, the regular one I think was pretty mass produced, but this guy I think was, you know, a lot less numbers made of him. I could be wrong, it could just be my area. But I've heard from several other people that they just had a horrible time finding this guy, so that's my personal opinion, so I had to pick one up while I could. Definitely glad I did. This thing is awesome. So anyways, that was the Variant Galactus. Thanks for checking them out.